Every time I start my illustrations, this in this whiteboard, I always have to, what do you call this? Narrate about my life stories. And this time it's about a military. It is in one is bivouac. And the second is the SCT, Summer Camp Training 76. First, about the bivouac, our training there. Actually, first I will story. We encamped in Bacara. Along the river bank of Bacara. It is only a few meters away from the bridge. We were encamped there. So this military encampment, I was able to have this, what we call military tent. It so happens that I have my two brothers who are in the military, the army. They were assigned in Mindanao at the time. And then during their furlough, they brought this, what you call military tent. I was surprised because it's in timing. When they have a furlough, they brought this military tent. So I am able to use this during our encampment in Bacara along the river bank. So during our activities there, our activities number one is rappelling. Second is the so-called rope crossing. I will rope crossing suspended about more than 50 to 60 feet above the river, just along the edge of the Bacara Bridge, rope crossing. And then we have the dry run. It started, this is the first day, second day, then because we were there for 3 days encampment, 3 days encampment of our bivouac. Dry run, we started from our tent, from our camp, onto the Bintar, along Bintar. I don't know the place, but we went there through what we call through running and sometimes rest because it's very, very far until we cross the river. Yung river crossing I will tell you this very exciting. We were queued along the river, crossing the river. So, during our lining, yung queuing, we come to each other, hold each other, crossing the river. In my front, we have the same stature. We have the same stature. So, since the river crossing, when I see them, it's already almost what do we call this? Almost water level. We are almost water level. About in my height, it's about like this. So what I did is, instead of to continuing, I switched the place. I switched back because I was looking for a bigger guy. So there's a possibility at that time na if we hold each other with the same height, if someone, because of the unexpected, the rushing water become faster, we might be disengaged. So I went back to the other place, of the back of the taller one. So in that place, I am secure now and happy. So we will still continue going down until we reach maybe more than 3 hours. I think we reach now in the river, almost in the Bacara. We reached the Bacara already, the Bacara Bridge. In the Bacara Bridge, we were told that we should not be straight each other. We have to be, what we call, be compact in crossing, because they told us that there is someone waiting at the edge of at the tip of the river. They were asking, the officers were waiting to catch someone of us. But because of my determination, our determinations, not to get lost in our formations, we go straight to the bridge. But the other at the back, since they were not, maybe some were not listening or afraid, they were get lost in their directions. Somebody went to the other side, someone go to the river, they jump. That's why we have a casualty, a death, that consultant. His name is Rapanot. I still remember Rapanot. This is his family name, but I don't know I will continue. Now, I will continue about rappelling. Our instructions was very clear that we have to follow the order of our officers. About the instructions, not only listening, my motive is to get sure of my secureness. I observe their demonstrations, not only getting about the instructions, but the actual demonstrations. So when they did, I was able to catch up the glimpse of almost everything about the rappelling of our officers. So after that, we go around again and they start rappelling. One of the guys, one of my what do you call this? My classmates in the ROTC got what we call this, got raped, yung brave. What do you call this? I'm not sure the spelling. Got to break their hands. Why? Because some of them don't able to get a glimpse of the instruction of the demonstration, actual demonstration. They just listen how the performance will go. But for me, I was already descending so easily because I know what they did, what they saw, so I apply it already. Some they get abused, the hands got a break because of the weight, especially if they're too heavy. Because of even if you are heavy, if you're really able to catch the demonstrations, then it will be easy for you. But the others, they will back down. And their punishment, they have to, what do you call this, get a bucket and then fill the bucket from the dripping. You see the bucket, you catch the water dripping from the water pipe, dripping, using for our this so-called for cooking, drinking. There's a lot of them because it's better they will be punished rather than to what they call it, it's so hard to explain. Anyway, you will understand what I'm talking about. And then after that, another is the rope crossing. Rope crossing upon the instructions and demonstrations of our officers. That's what I am interested. I have to look at very carefully about their demonstration and how they do it. So when my time comes, I was able to get tenaciously hold of the rope by putting my hands carefully by holding the rope and able to cross. Some they had to wave the rope. So when they would, I have to keep holding in tightly, very closely, tenaciously, closely. I call it tenacious. By holding the rope, and then when it stopped already, again I have to crawl. I had to go on crawling. That's why. And again, this place is much more my ROTC classmates back down. As usual, their punishment, they have to go fill the bucket. How long will it take? And then put in a drum. I will just imagine how. So that's it. And then, aside from the VBAC, we have this SCT 76. Summer Camp Training held at Fort Magsaysay, Palayan City, Nueva Ecija. Well, before it was Cabanatuan, is the capital of Nueva Ecija, but right now it was Palayan City now. We were encamped at our boat, what do you call this? Boat camp. Our boat camp is just a few, it's not a kilometer, just a few meters away from the headquarters. In the boot camp, but this is a very exciting experience. Before that, I will tell you about the Fort Magsaysay, Palayan City. Our camp commander is Salvador Mison, Colonel Salvador Mison is our camp commander. But before, when I was already as a sales representative, in 1982, I was assigned in Manila, Paco, Pandacan, Malate, along the Taft Avenue in the BIR. The BIR director at the time now, BIR director is Salvador Mison. I still remember. In the bond camp, in our training, we have this, as usual, marksmanship. Our marksmanship, we use this machine gun, live ammo machine gun, and then Armalite, the same thing. We have this so-called commando crawl. And then we have this dry run. In between, we have this so-called military training, yung drilling march, jogging, like that. For those who are disobey, they get punished. At that time, I wasn't just assigned as, because they are evaluating officers to become corps officers. I don't know whatever is that, because in the city I was a cadet major in the summer camp training 76. This is even much higher than my previous ROTC officer. This city is a national UNESCO, but it was not already in one place, not only all in Sagada. It may be in Region 1, or at that time, when we, Ilocos region, I mean Ilocos region, not Region 1, Ilocos region. This comprises maybe Pangasinan, La Union, Ilocos Sur, Ilocos Norte, Car. At that time, it's not Car yet. Region 1 is not Car before, during my time, 76. And then, it includes from Region 2, yung Cagayan Valley. So, this city is almost all requirements to be an advanced officer. This is we are the first batch at that time. Summer camp training 76, we are the first batch. During the selections of officers to become an officers, their evaluations is based on their assessment. They are what number one is marksmanship. Another is the training. This includes yung stamina, yung ability, yung determinations in the training. And then the last one is this, what we call. Before that, I will tell you. And then the test. In our training, I remember, this is a very unmemorable experience. I know why I was given a chance to become an officer. During our call, yung bagel time, bagel. During our bangal time, we ran to our barracks, because this is a mess call already. Mess call. Upon hearing the sound of the trumpet, it's already a missed call at the time, because it's almost midday. Basta it's a missed call. So we rush up to our quarters, and each of us had to remove our combat shoes, because our combat shoes was so muddy, because during our training we come across to a muddy, so it's too dirty, not only dirty, it's besides a muddy place in our boat was what you call this was muddied. Anyway, you will understand what I mean. So upon taking out our shoes, somebody just throw it out already before our entrance. But for me, as my officer is at our side looking what we are doing, they are keep throwing their shoes upon getting out. But to me, what I did is that since there's a marking, they know already there is a marking, they know that it's so easily to get their combat shoes when upon getting their utensils for eating. I know you know what I mean by that. So when my time comes, when I remove the quan, what I did is I tie it both my combat shoes, and then I'm not throw upon each other upon there, because all the shoes almost come together in one place. So what I did is place in a farther wherein even it's farther, it's still easy for me to get that shoes, not by scattering upon because it was crumbled. So when I go out, all I have to do is go there in that place and cut my shoes. So it's so easy for me. Well, that's the one of the assessment. I was able to acquire the officers as an officer, and then marksmanship. Well, marksmanship, I know that my marksmanship is what we call this. It's not I'm not an expert for that, but naturally I could say I was able to make marksmanship good quality, good, my qualifications is, my mark is good. And then test again. This is a very important, the test. It's only 1 to 20. And the first 1 to 10 is already freed. All you have to do is read the answers, and then because you have to fill up the answer, you have to read this one, and then you can fill now the answer on the testing sheet, and then from 11 to 20 you have to continue reading. But for me, what I did not read. I only memorized the letters. For example, A, B, A, B, B, D, because it's a multiple choice number. I was able to memorize this one because it's easier, because since it's only, we are given only 5 minutes test. We started from reading and then go on answering the test sheet. When I able to come across this answered 1 to 10 sheet, all I have to do now is keep free. I did not, since I did not memorize well about the answer, only the letters, I just fill up the letters. And then here, I continue now reading, answering this 11 to 20. And I believe this is the reason why I was selected as a cadet major in SCT training. I thank God I was able to use my ability, my so-called brain memory. Yeah, hallelujah. Now, we'll continue this one. This one is about that magic. In my previous videos, I explained already about how to get the calendars, but this time it's year 1957. In plotting 1957, we have this January until December calendar.